So you're watching what's in the bag of Sarah. This is Sarah from Immersive Shooter, our sister site about everything about immersive shooting, which is about
360, VR,
VR, AR,
MR.
That's not even a camera bag. Oh, you have a
Bag in a bag.
Yeah.
Like a hat on a hat.
oh, it's a Nikon bag. Oh, it's got something for something else.
It's like the only thing that I got when I got my Nikon key mission that I still use.
Oh.
The bag, not the camera. Alright, so the camera that I use most often is the Samsung Gear 360 2017.
I always think that looks like baby cam.
It does look like a little person. It sort of reminds me of Eve from WALL-E.
Yeah.
And I use it because it works with the iPhone and it can live stream. I'll probably upgrade to the Insta360 at some point, but I haven't yet, so that's my camera. The quality is really good, so like there's a contention right now if the Samsung Gear 360 original is better than the 2017 because the 2017 version has lower photo quality, slightly higher video quality, but since I mostly use an iPhone, like I have a Samsung phone, and when I have my Samsung phone, I will use the original Samsung Gear. This one works with iPhone, which is nice. And one thing that's nice for like more professional level 360 shooting is that this at least gives you a live preview.
Okay.
Whereas like with the Insta360 you don't even get a live preview.
That one is that you can see preview before you shooting, but not during.
Not during.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's really uncommon to be able to see during 360.
I see.
So anyway, that's why I use this one. The quality is it's 4K, which is good enough if you're just shooting for like YouTube or something like that. All right, and of course extra power.
Everyone
needs that.
Yeah.
And then I've got just this microphone from Shure, which is like I still, even though I'm mostly shooting 360, I still have stuff like to shoot with my iPhone.
Yeah.
So I've got my adapter and this, so when I'm shooting flat.
This is the silver port, yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got just this other, another freebie when I bought my Nikon key mission. Was this little small tripod. And one thing I kind of like about that is there's a selfie stick, so you can attach the selfie stick to it.
Okay. But will you see the leg with shooting 360?
You will, but it's pretty narrow, and when you make this taller, everything beneath it gets smaller.
Okay.
So like the taller, so if I just put my camera right on here, it would look really but if I do this and sort of make it extend, it's like a lot better. Okay. So so I can extend this, like I think it's 4 or 5 feet. So enough to do like a eye level shot, which is what you want to do in 360.
Yeah.
And then I also have this, which is, can stick to things. So if I'm doing like a car shot or something with motion. And then I've also got my Moza Guru 360. So instead of having an arm that comes out like this, you can sort of hide this in the stitch line for most cameras. So then I would just sort of line my camera up so that this is in the stitch line so that you can kind of hide it. And then you of course have to do like the counterweight setup, which is sort of duh. All right, and then I've got like iPhone cord, Samsung phone cord for the gimbal, windsock, lens. But the one thing down here that I will point out though is this.
Oh.
Because
your reading glasses.
my reading glasses. You can pop them on your phone.
Wow.
To see like what you shot immediately, so you don't have to carry like a cardboard or anything. These just like,
Interesting. Where do you get this?
They're free. I got them free at a conference, actually. I mean, I'm sure you can buy them on Amazon, but I got them for free at a conference. I mean, it's definitely not scientific, but it's kind of nice. Like when you just shoot something, you can just pop them on and sort of see what they would look like in the headset. So that's the one thing I wanted to point out in this little side pouch of craziness.
So that's it?
Well, I mean, also I should mention, like, I don't have it with me, but I use the iFootage Cobra 2 Strike monopod like all the time. If I'm shooting anything, like this is like my grab bag. If I know I'm gonna be shooting 360, but I don't really know what I'm gonna be shooting, this is what I grab. But if I know I'm gonna be shooting something important, I use the iFootage monopod.
I've got my own kit bag of 360 shooting as well, which is the Insta360 I forgot to bring. It's here. Ding.
It's so fancy,
Photoshop.
it's invisible.
Photoshop. And, well, I do remember to bring this because I shoot over capture, free capture all the time. So I've got a selfie stick, not any selfie stick, it's a Manfrotto selfie stick. It got brand. The interesting thing for this is it's like this. You can use it as a monopod, but when you change this little leg thing to top and you flip it around, now it's a selfie stick. So this originally designed for GoPro, but now I use it for Insta360. So I put the Insta360 on top. You have seen my video on the route in New Zealand. If you have not, you should. Put the Insta360 on the top and then just shoot it like this.
And it's invisible, right?
Yeah. Actually, I have to ask you tips about it. Not totally invisible. For some reason, it's see a little bit of this part. I can even see this groove.
Yeah. It would definitely be better if you put your camera where the stitch was here. It would make it less obvious, but it might not eliminate it entirely. You know? Yeah,
I never thought of the stitching line alignment.
Yeah, like that's the thing with this gimbal. Like this gimbal is great, but you have to remember to put your camera with the stitch line, or you're basically like, what's the point of using a special gimbal? Another thing you could do is if you get like even just a little adapter piece here, like if you bumped your camera up even a little higher from these clamps.
So the distance, so further away is better.
Yeah, the further your camera is away from this, the less this is going to appear.
That's a good tip as well. That's a good tip. Like if you see a bit of your selfie stick or something, just further away is better. And put those obstructing things on the stitching line will improve that. Okay, good tips. There's some takeaway for you as well. Yeah. So,
you're welcome.
So obviously Sarah is the expert within our company anyway. So if you want to know more about 360 shooting, go check out immersiveshooter.com.
Yes, immersiveshooter.com.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel and her channel. Bye.
Bye.